Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to talk about masking and show you how to mask properly. First of all, I'm going to show you a few scenes where masks would be good. One, this is a scene where it zooms into his eye. Second is Naruto's arm pops up and counts from 3 to 1 and it's 0. And the other one is Lancer moving into the camera. I think I've shown this one in my first tutorial. So the first thing, let's not forget, turn off resampling, because resampling will ruin your masks. And there are a few things you should look for. For example, you can see the watermark up there. Just zoom in a little bit. Up, like this. Careful. Okay, so if we look at this clip, you can see it's really smooth. It zooms into his eye, transforms, blah blah blah. But we only need the clip until everything but the eye is fading. Like you can see after this point, everything but the eye is fading away. So we'll have to find where the clip is not getting darker, which would be here. So you cut this part out, delete it. Okay, now you will have to find a good spot to start the mask so it's not too late or too early, because if you would start masking here, it would look kind of weird. And the same for, like, if you would start now, it would look weird too. So let me look. I'll go ahead and start about here. Let me set a mark by pressing M, and then like all you have to do is press on this layer underneath the position, and then you'll have the pen selected for masking. And a quick tip, or yeah, if you want to name it tip, you can press Control to change the cursor temporarily. Well, by holding Control down, you can change the cursor from pen to hand to move around the clip, so you don't have to press here and here. You can do the same other way around. So okay, let's start masking. There are two types of masking. The first one would be just by doing this. This one takes very few mask points. The first thing, if you want to mask something out of the clip, you'll have to turn the mode to negative. Yet again, sorry, it's German for me. And now you'll see it's gone. Another thing is you should always have a mask-free anchor point before the mask actually starts, so it doesn't have the mask all the clip. The next thing, if you do it this way, you can see I have barely any mask points. All you have to do is I'll press up on about the center of this line to create another mask point, and just drag it here, and all you have to do is press once on the point, and it just smoothens the mask. The same here, drag it around here, do this, and you can adjust the lines by playing with these. But so just it's all about experimenting. The same here, drag it here, boom, press on left button. This you can leave this one, then here, smoothen. I don't think you need it here, just smoothen, and you'll see it looks way smoother, but not smooth enough. So you'll have to activate feathering. This should be feathering in English, and turn it on for both, and just experiment with it, and then you just continue masking. As I mentioned earlier, there is another masking style, I'd say. And this one contains many mask points, but could be a bit faster. This is the one I usually use. I just mask around it, and you might be slow in the beginning, but you'll learn masking fast as time goes by. Like I could do this quite fast, not to brag or anything. um, you might have some unsmooth points, like you can just, let's turn it around. You can see there is not much difference. This one just has more points, and thus it has the Sony Vegas file has is bigger. And if you have too many, like if you have a 3-minute AMV and a lot of these, you might have some performance issues like crashing and stuff. So yeah, I'll fast forward this a bit. I forgot to mention earlier, let's delete these. If you have like a mask and the clip doesn't move for a few frames, you can just double click on these, and then you'll have the mask saved for these. And to delete the mask, you can basically just right click and then delete all. And if the circle is almost perfect, you can just you can press on this and draw a circle, and then adjust it a little bit, and you won't have to mask everything. So you'll just have to adjust it a little bit around here, thinner, bigger, wrap it up, just turn it negative, mask feather. So yeah, as you can see, it's almost a perfect circle, so you can just use this one. Okay, now that we're done with the mask, you'll see that if you have nothing underneath the clip, it will just be black. But let's say I'll take this, copy it, and move it under this clip. Let's say around here. You will see that this is actually how you mask, and you'll just see it zooms in. But if the clip itself doesn't zoom into the eye, you can just go ahead and put one point here and go around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It depends on how fast it is. You can just go ahead and zoom in. You'll have to zoom like around this size, depends on the lens itself, so that the circle around the thing here, around the F thing, is kind of identical to the eye circle. And now you'll see it actually zooms into the eye, but yeah, let's just watch that. You can see that it's zooming into the eye. Now depending on that, you could just make it faster so that it doesn't look actually, that's my bad. I wouldn't mask an eye zoom after the camera stops moving, because it will look weird. So you might just want to do this so it doesn't look like, so it looks smoother. And you can now just adjust this stuff, make it, I don't know, smooth. Let's see how that looks. It's still not that good. it's really personal preference. You can make it, you just experiment with these. You could do fast. Let's see how it looks this way. No, that doesn't look good. Yeah, you just have to play with these. So the thing I do to make masks smoother, so that it doesn't look like this in an instant, is you insert another video track, copy this one, put it right above it, and like you only have to disable the mask on the bottom one. So this one has no mask and this one has the mask. If we look, this one has a mask, this one doesn't. All you have to do is make this one fade away. It depends on like how hard you want to do it. I usually just look. I don't like it to fade away in an instant, so I like doing it in a smooth way. Oh, okay, I know why it doesn't look smooth, because this one looks really bad. Let's just zoom in. Why does it still look bad? Oh, okay, no, I know. Let's not use this one, but let's use this one. So you can see, yeah, this one looks way better. So with this clip, it should look smoother. You can see that the mask is slowly fading away. You could just adjust this so it looks smooth. Let's look now. Pre-render by pressing shift left. Now let's look at the whole thing. You can see it's pretty smooth. So without this, it would look really plain and just not good in my opinion. So I would suggest doing it this way. So yeah, I hope you could learn something new about masking, and make sure to leave a subscribe.